Okay, so this is your putting it all together lesson, and what I want you to do is consider this area right here, your playground, where you can take all the stuff that you've learned over the past few lessons and put it all together. And I've given you an assignment to create a web page with some of the following elements. You can see I want you to use the H1 tag. I want you to use at least 2 different fonts. I want you to work in least words in at least 2 different colors. I want you to embed a video, ordered or unordered list, a link pointing to an external web page, a table that has a different color header row than table rows, and a form that collects first name, last name, and what the person's favorite sports are. And I want you to submit that and using this HTML form processing. All right, so this will all obviously be here as you're moving forward, and you can go back to previous lessons if you want to see what things are. You can pull up your helpful hints link, and you can see some of the different tags that are available and that you might want to use as just a reminder. But you're going to put everything in here together, and let's just take a look at the sample code. You can see we start off with our HTML and our body tag. We align the image to the right using our div align right tag, start div, end div. Use the H1 tag for the my page. I created a paragraph tag with some text in it. Here's what you can do on this page. I made that font face equal Georgia. I did check out this O'Leary family crest, and it says font face equals impact. You can see that I have an ordered list. Okay, and I changed the color here to blue and the color here to red. I embedded a video here. I created a table of values, which is sports, and then their rank and popularity. And you can see that I have the table header row is blue, and all the actual rows are in gray. I also used the TH tag that we learned, the table header, so that looks a little different. The text there looks a little different than it does in the rows. Then I created a form where you could enter in values, and you can see here that I created a table column here with first name, and then right next to it I put the place where you actually put the information. So on the same row you see one column with the name, the descriptor information, and then another column where you actually enter the information in, and then down here I did my check boxes. Okay, so we take a look at this show web page. You can see I have my image aligned to the right, I have my header, I have my here's what you can do on this page in Georgia. I changed that to impact. So all of this is available to you, and what I want you to do is I want you to try to include all these things, but I really want you to look at this as a playground, and I want you to go in here and I want you to start typing in your text and do sort of anything you want, but try to include as much as possible of the things here. This is where you get to put together all the stuff that you've learned over the past couple of weeks. And remember, if you want to, if you need to go back and take a look at font size or something like that, you can click here and go back and look at the lesson. Just remember that you have to save your work before you leave, or your work will be lost. Okay, so very important. I don't want you to be upset because you've done a bunch of work here, and then you say, let me go take a look at how to do video, and you click here, how to do video. You go here, you get all the lessons you want, and then you go back to putting it all together, and your information is all gone because you didn't save it. So remember to save it before you go. Okay, that's going to be very, very important. And then after you're done putting in all your text, check and make sure that you've included everything that you wanted to over here. Okay, and then click final. You can always take a look at the sample code, but do remember you got to save your work before you go onto your sample code, and you can submit it. And then we'll move on to what comes next. And really, I'll just give you a preview. What comes next is our next lesson. Our next course is on cascading style sheets, or CSS. And that's where you get to take some of the stuff that you've learned and make it very easy for you to make really cool looking web pages using what are called cascading style sheets. Okay. We also have a bonus lesson where you're going to actually create a page and upload it rather than just submitting it here, which is what we've done up to this point. You're going to actually upload it so it'll be available on a website that you could send to anybody else. Okay, and that's over the next couple days. So finish your putting it all together link, and lesson, and then let's move forward from there.